Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We have the capability to make the world's first bionic man.
So we are talking about the Gracefield incident, a 2017 found footage science fiction horror movie. The story here focuses on a group of friends as they go to a country retreat. However, at the same time there seems to be a meteor which is crashing down to Earth that seems to contain some kind of alien presence. Initially these guys think there's legends of Bigfoot and they think that Bigfoot might be in the forest. But oh no, there is an alien presence aboard. So the man behind this is Mathieu, and he has actually done quite a lot in this film. Directed, wrote, he's done a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and actually stars in this film as well. But I wasn't aware that he was actually in the film as an actor while I was watching it. But his character seems to revolve around him, and it ended up seeing like a little bit of a vanity project. So I was kind of looked at the credits and I thought, I bet that's the director, and sure enough, it was. The pluses with this film, let's start there. I've got to say the production value looked pretty good to me. This is quite a good looking found footage film, and you do see quite a lot of the creatures on screen. And a lot of found footage films, you barely see it. This one you do actually see the creature quite a lot, and I've got to say, for the most part, it looks very good, very convincing. It's kind of CGI. There is one sequence at the end where it does look a little bit like a video game, I won't lie. But for the most part, I thought the effects were done quite well. And there's all sorts of practical effects of like these kind of powers that it has. They do seem to be somewhat undefined, I will say, but nonetheless, I thought the effects here were quite good. And the production side of stuff, it all looks good. I mean, the camera work here and everything, and the quality of filming looks far better than really a found footage film should. I actually think this probably would have been better if it benefited more from a kind of traditional style of storytelling, because they use stuff like a score, and that bugs me in found footage films because you wouldn't score, found footage, would you? So it kind of plays a lot, even though it is a found footage film, it kind of plays like more like a traditional film in a lot of ways. Here's the thing, Mathieu Ratthe has clearly got his fingerprints all over this, and I feel his talents may lie in areas other than writing. So the dialogue of this film is cringe-worthily bad, and it's his character seems to have all these kind of like one-liners and kind of clever things to say, and that's what I mean why it's kind of seemed like a bit of a vanity project, but it just seems so unnatural. The dialogue here seems very, very unnatural, and stuff that you could imagine on a script of certainly a not an experienced screenwriter. And just the kind of like decisions that people make in this film seem ridiculous. Now, we have sequences where they first kind of go into the woods, and they come across something in the woods. Now, they clearly know it's something supernatural, and they assume it's Bigfoot. But they decide, we won't tell the women, and we won't leave until the next morning. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And there's a few things that happen in this film. You just think, it's just stupid. I mean, it really is utter stupidity. And you can kind of, I think what I always say in films, you can kind of maybe get away with a few decisions like that, but it's just so over the top in regards to the writing is so poor in this film. Unfortunately, it kind of saps some of the goodwill I have from maybe the production side of things. But I do feel the cinematography here and some of the directorial choices are stronger, but the writing choices are so poor. And the acting as well, I've got to say, from Mathieu Ratthe is quite poor. Again, I did think he's got to be the director because he's such a poor actor compared to maybe some of the other people. He's clearly put himself in the central role. So I feel that although I thought the direction wasn't too bad, the acting wasn't so good, and the writing wasn't so good. So I feel Mathieu's maybe talents lie more in a technical rather than a creative standpoint. It moves at a fair old pace, I would say. It's not a boring film. you know, there are quite a lot of kind of, I guess, encounters that happen on screen. And there are sort of an interesting use of special effects, this kind of sign. But we do see some really conceited ideas. I mean, this guy's got like this bionic eye. That's the conceit for having the camera on all the time. In the beginning of the film, he has an accident and loses his eye, and he makes himself a bionic eye, literally. I mean, it's just silly. It's not even connected to his optic nerve because he's taking it out all the time. And it's like, well, in that case, you clearly can't see out of it. So why have it? Why a camera then in that case? Because you can't see out of it. And there's all these kind of convoluted reasons about why things are happening, and you know, they want to get aerial shots. They tie a phone to a balloon that seems to go up absolutely miles with a little bit of string. It's just really, really silly. I mean, there's just silly decision after silly decision. So I feel, although it's an entertaining film, and you know, there are some quite good action sequences, and the alien is stuff quite cool. It's a real dumb film. It's a real dumb film, and you can kind of get away with it sometimes, but some of this stuff just irritated me, I've got to be honest. So I have to give this a slightly below average mark of 4 out of 10. It does have some entertainment value, as long as kind of stupid writing doesn't bug you. So there you go. 4 out of 10. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment, and I'll look forward to you next time. Bye for now.